I'd like to share with you a little bit about how Wisdom Healing Qigong how I've been using it for my own health and self-care as a psychologist, and also with my clients in a clinical setting. So I work in a large medical clinic in Sonoma County in California, and we serve 50,000 patients on an outpatient basis. I've been a psychologist for 10 years, but what I was realizing 4 years ago is that I really started to feel very overwhelmed myself. But I was thinking of getting out of the field and changing careers. And that's when one day when I was in Petaluma, I bumped into Ming Tong at a coffee shop. So I met him at our favorite coffee shop, then started to hear about Wisdom Healing Qigong. And very quickly, I immersed myself in the practices and learning the Qigong and joined the professional program. And I was finding slowly that the overwhelm and the burnout were feeling better, that I was getting through this. So at the same time, I started working with the Wisdom Healing Qigong with my patients, both on an individual basis, in one-to-one therapy, and also teaching classes for patients with depression, anxiety, and chronic pain. And so I was tracking changes in stress and well-being and chronic pain. And I discovered that at the end of the 8 weeks, or over the 8 weeks, that people were making big changes. I'd like to just share one quote. The quote is from a 15-year-old teenager who was in my first Qigong class. And she came with her mother, and she was suffering from severe depression, eating disorder, and very difficult body image. She didn't want to be in the class at all, but her mother kept just bringing her every week. And on one of the questionnaires, I asked for them to describe in their own words what changes were happening. So I was quite surprised to read in the second to last class that this teenager said, "I feel as if the darkness in my body is fading, like if my anger is disappearing." And then in the last class, she said, "Today I had knee pain and it went away as soon as we did the bending spine practice. I feel connected with my body. I've learned to accept all good and bad in my body, and I feel amazing."